Hey everyone, welcome back to JP's Budget Collecting. And as you can see, Bear Island is prepping for Commodores tomorrow night. So we're just going to throw in categories. We're going to run books for like 15 minutes.
Oh God. Okay. We're going to use up all the good ones.
What's up, Dollar Man? Thank you for hopping in. D-Runk,
what's up? D-Runk recovering at home. Injury.
From his fist fight he got in. So
yeah, he gets a lot of fights at work. I think that's
he took a substantial hit, but he's okay.
Let's see, did he laugh at that when I put it in?
Oh, so yeah, this is my Sunday live stream. Adam is joining me because he wanted to see if his setup for tomorrow night for Commodores was going to work because he's moved to the basement.
Yeah, I'm not hardwired, and I had to set up my mic in a different spot, so I just want to make sure everything's coming through cleanly. So if anyone sees bad picture or bad audio, just throw it in the chat and let me know.
Yeah, so I haven't seen any issues with it so far, so it looks like you're doing good. Hey, Geek, what's going on? Geek aficionado. Date night was enjoy date night.
I watched like 4 Geek videos today while I was setting all this stuff up.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's got some good quality content, man.
He does have good quality content. I have not watched any of his stuff here recently, but I've been behind on everything.
And he's a good guy to have breakfast with.
Yes, he is a good guy to have breakfast with.
I highly recommend it.
D-Runk is also a good guy to have breakfast with based on the pictures he was sending us earlier today.
Oh, he carbs up.
Yeah.
For breakfast. We know that. The breakfast mac and cheese.
The breakfast mac and cheese. The egg sandwich today. Oh, those pictures look good.
Yeah, the man can cook.
Yeah. So. Yeah, no, I was gonna say your picture looks awesome, man. I think you're good to go for tomorrow. So
good. Because I'm not hardwired, so I was a little worried about basement reception, but especially with the internet, what it is right now with everybody using it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I don't know. We'll see if we get kicked off here. I know a lot of people were getting kicked off today. Like whenever they tried to go live, they'd get kicked off and have to start over. So, yo, what's up, Bake? So yeah, I don't have a whole lot going on. I spent the day like outside because it was actually nice here. So spring has finally arrived in Missouri, at least. So for those
springtime, man, feels like spring, doesn't it?
Yeah. It was nice to be out and about. So, yeah, I didn't get the stuff I was planning to get done in here today done. But, yeah, otherwise, I'm not doing too bad. I don't know. I don't really have a subject for tonight. There's going to be a lot of whatever.
You clearly do not.
Well, here, I did finalize my list. I guess I could do this. I did finalize my list of books that I'm going to send to DS, and I'm going to try to get those out. Well, originally I was going to try to get them in the mail tomorrow. I am not going to get them in the mail tomorrow. It's probably going to be Tuesday or Wednesday at this point, but the books I am sending to DS to get pressed and cleaned.
Oh, it's a beauty.
That is the A-OK from Big Will. This is my probably only ever flipper book that you guys been giving crap about.
How's that going?
Oh, I hate it.
you hate being a dirty flipper?
Yeah, pretty much. My 731 I picked up at C2E2.
Beautiful.
Hey, poor Mike. Hey, I clicked on John first, but hey, John. Hey, poor Mike. Yes, I'm a dirty flipper.
You're always right there with the dolphin.
Yeah, my ASM25 that I picked up at C2E2, that's going. I guess I should make myself like Mickey Mini when I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Vinting number 9.
Gorgeous. You think that's a candidate?
To be like a 9.4, 9.6. Yes. I don't think it's a 9.
That's not what I was asking, but
with the press, I think it's got an outside shot in a 9.6.
Okay.
But if it came back a 9.4, I wouldn't be stuck. But we'll see what it looks like after he presses it. But I don't know. I don't think it's a 9.8. This I think is a 9.8. So that's a flip book. That's a I'm waiting until they cast Camilla Khan and start that show, and then that book is out the door.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then I did go on to decide I am going to send this 125 first Dr. Aphra, even though it's probably only a 9.6, but I'm okay with that. Still like $150 at a 9.6.
I gotta say, you're talking a good flipper game.
And then
you're not gonna fix the glare on that one, buddy.
No glare on that one. And that's not a 9. That's the one. Obviously, that's original to my collection. That will not be a 9.8 either, but that's okay. And then obviously the other two books. Well, I'm not gonna dig the slides out, but those are the plastic coffins, as DJ was telling them, as I should refer to them now. And I haven't seen him in the chat yet, so I don't know if he'll make him angry or not.
All I care is what Patrick Stewart has to say about it. Oh my gosh. A lot of mammals. A lot of mammals tonight.
House to the End, what's going on?
Game night tomorrow, that's right, House.
Hey, Phil. Anybody else I'm missing? The top in here.
It's funny, Kenny and I on the eve of Comic Gories are just both sort of dicking around on live shows tonight. It just doesn't seem like the best use of our time, but
yeah,
we'll represent.
Well, here, you want us to? So, do we need to be throwing out categories so you can be running and practicing and what?
No, you already stumped me. Like before we went on the air, he throws bridge cover at me, and I'm like, I never even thought about that bridge.
I also threw one of those that you had an immediate really good one. We won't tell that in case they don't throw it out. But
I seem to remember your mama joke cover.
I did have that. That was something else.
I don't think that'll be a category. I will not hesitate to reject it if it happens.
Hey, you don't think that's going to be a category? We're giving John ideas now.
I wonder how close to showtime they decide what the categories are. By the way, Comic Gories tomorrow night, 9:30 at the Boy Who Had Seven's channel.
There you go. Plaid cover. There you go.
Oh, okay. I'm going to write that down. Plaid cover. John trying to come up with the most boring cover possibilities, but I'll be ready.
So I think you're overthinking it a little bit, but you just roll with it. You figure something out.
Oh, I'm definitely overthinking it.
Oh, that's boy, there's not a ton of books that have that, but that would be a volcano cover.
Plaid. That feels like it's actually might be doable.
I'm trying to think if I have anything though that would fit that. I don't know that I do. I'm sure there's a bunch of them, but I can't think of one right off the top of my head.
Does Krakoa have volcanoes?
Probably.
Krakoa's got everything. Oh my gosh. Halibut cover.
Halibut cover. Hey, Fish Comic, what's going on?
Cover.
So those, and then the other two books I'm sending I'm sending him the 181 Kavi sent me and the Lois Lane 70 that Matt sent me. He's gonna crack those out. We're gonna press, clean them, and get them brand new plastic coffins, hopefully with less Newton rings and a slightly higher grade. Yeah. So.
Fish Tropic, unsurprisingly, likes a good Jaws cover.
There you go. Well, a shark cover could definitely be a thing. So
yeah,
that would definitely be a thing. I don't know that I have a shark cover, but yeah, I don't know.
Look in your Aquamans, you'll find one.
I don't have any Aquaman.
What? You don't have any? Oh, that's right. You're a dirty flipper now. Those books don't flip.
You know what though? I do, because you said that. I do have an Aquaman cover to a Justice League where he had a Justice League book with him on the cover with a shark. So I do have a shark cover. There you go.
There you go. You just got to look through your collection, man. That's what it's all about. Just got to overthink it.
And it is not an Aquaman book. It is a Justice League book. But
don't matter. It's got him on it.
There you go.
What is Aquaman but a minor part of the Justice League?
Very, very minor. He's
just there. He's just kind of there. They're making room for him.
What are you going to do? Hey, Sam, I am.
They're like, we might need him. Let's just bring him along.
Yeah, you never know when you're going to need to communicate with him.
Really never know.
So,
if we need somebody to
this operation.
That's right. like tridents can hurt villains, right?
Yeah. What I love is like I read because we're mocking Aquaman.
Oh, hold on, JP. The old comic smell says we can start now. He's here.
Oh, okay.
That
Well,
old comic smell.
I don't know what we're gonna start, but sure.
So, all right, we're starting over. What were we saying?
So I read this.
Oh, the facsimile.
Yeah, the facsimile.
Yeah.
Because I'd never read it, obviously, and I was curious. And the funny thing is, like,
It's not good. It's not good. It's not dude, the old comics are so hard to read.
Some of them are, yeah.
So hard to read. They're for kids and they're dumb and like.
But I love it. They're battling a giant starfish, and Aquaman does almost nothing other than tell them the starfish is there because the fish told him this is Starro and the Conqueror hit a rock.
That's perfect Aquaman. That's exactly that sums up Aquaman absolutely perfectly. But man, the older the book and the more DC it is, the tougher it's going to be to read.
Yeah, it's just like, dude, this should be like in his wheelhouse. They're fighting an aquatic animal.
Yeah.
Nope.
Should be. They knew from the start that he was barely going to do anything.
So, hey, Hawk, what's going on? So, as you can't tell, tonight is a whole bunch of whatever for as long as we feel like going.
Whole bunch of it. I got about 5 more minutes left before I
Yeah,
get there.
I know. That's about. So, if anybody else wants to come in and talk about whatever, hit me up. I'll send you the link.
I'm fortunate enough to be employed still. So,
ever because I really don't know what we're talking about.
Talk about what you made for dinner tonight. I was impressed by that.
Oh, deer loin, you know.
Deer loin, that was. He said deer loin.
Yeah, I did it on the grill. Like I was put the whole loin in chunks, but on the grill and just slow about 40 minutes is perfect.
Is it a little gamey? What does it taste like?
It tastes like really like I don't really marinate. I'll put like a little bit of a rub on it, and it tastes like really like non-fatty steak. The key is don't overcook it.
Key to anything, man.
Yeah, I mean that's really the key to venison as a whole, because venison does not have very much fat in it. Like it's just very lean, so you just cannot overcook it. If you overcook it, then yeah, you don't want to eat it. So.
Chris Barrett's trying to be a smartass and say Starro is from space, but come on, they have oceans on planets in space. Okay, that's clearly he's from underwater somewhere. He's a fucking starfish.
It's a starfish, dude.
Sorry, I didn't mean to swear on Sunday night.
That's all I'm saying. Barbecue, go.
Oh, that second issue of X-Men, right?
Yeah.
Summers Family Barbecue. That's but everyone just refers to it as the Summers Family Barbecue.
Oh, there you go.
God, I hope these. I'm glad John is saying all these because it means they can't possibly be in tomorrow night's thing.
He's gonna like one of these that you're like freaking out about. He's gonna include, right?
That'd be scandalous. Foot cover, yeah.
Foot cover.
I actually found in my collection a Liefeld cover that has feet that look actually real.
Yeah, I actually found a cover like the other day that was actually a decent cover, and I realized it wasn't until like I was looking at it for a second. Well, because I was going through yesterday when I was doing the CGC thing, and I'm like, wait, sunglasses cover, and it was actually okay. Oh, sunglasses cover, that's a good one. There's lots of reflective sunglasses. There you go. It's a good one.
Boom. Also works for tie cover or secret identity cover.
Tie cover.
There's no tie cover.
Oh Lord! Now John's on a roll. John, do you want to get in here and just like?
Let's see. Homoerotic cover. Well, I don't have the Rifleman issue.
Yeah, I know.
Sadly. Nor that one where Superman is sort of creeping in the background of that kid clutching the pillow. Which one is that? I know which ones to use. I just don't have them.
Yeah. Hey, Kachun, what's going on? And Delphia, I assume. So thank you guys. Hey, what's up, Mark the Cubby Shark?
Oh my gosh, dial-up internet cover.
John is on a roll. I like these.
John, I think you just started our list for Wednesday. Fake categories.
Fake category category. Rejected category category.
That's right. I'm not kidding. I think we should do it.
I like it. You guys are off to a good start.
Super stones.
Okay. As painful as that would be, but then you'll have a bunch of them.
Yep.
A Super Sons one?
Well, which one is that?
I don't know that I know.
Recent? It would have had to be recent, right?
Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't think I own any Super Sons. Oh, John's on board. Hashtag rejected comic book cover.
Yeah. Okay. See, there you go. You guys got it.
Start a hashtag too.
See, and everyone thinks my channel is useless. You guys just picked up a category for your Wednesday show. So.
Oh, John wants to jump in and show the homoerotic Super Sons cover. That might be a good way to end the show. Because you're not going to beat that, are you?
No.
Dial-up internet cover. I'm trying to imagine what that would even be.
There's just got to be a 90s, like any kind of 90s
just
computer.
Like a big fat computer monitor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Liefeld does have some nice covers, but his terrible anatomy drawing abilities and his carcinogenic personality. Damn, Sam, I am. Carcinogenic personality. Wow. Crushes any decent work he does. You're not wrong, Sam. You're not wrong.
I'm going to say strongly that this comment means that Delphia's got control of the chat and not Kachung. Because it's telling not to be gross.
Because Kachung would be cheering him on.
Probably. I could be wrong, but thanks, Dollar Man.
What's he disagreeing with you on?
Oh, everything. No.
Okay. But he finds your personality charming nonetheless.
Yeah, he and I, he is much more optimistic about comic books than I am whenever I rip on them. So, which is fine.
Yeah,
but it's just white. Oh, there he is. Okay.
All right, here we go. You ready for this?
Yes.
Oh wait, hang on. Full screen. There's too much buildup. We can't Oh, you shared it. Okay.
I'm saying I'm sharing. I'm screen sharing. You don't need to actually. You can just. There it is.
Oh, there we go.
just about to kiss. Just one moment away.
Oh boy.
They're just
all four of them.
It's just about to happen. I'm saying it's about to go down. This is the moment that dreams are made of.
Somebody call Child Protective Services.
Yeah, there you go. Either that or Batman's just really getting a sniff, just like
he is up in there.
What's that cologne? What's that cologne you're wearing?
Why is your head so misshapen? That's probably what he's looking at.
It's called Truth, Justice, and the American Way.
Yeah, it's called hope. This means hope. Okay.
So there you go. Little something special to.
Although that's how Damien looks at everybody, so I'm not.
Yeah, I think Damien, probably.
Damien's like, what would it take to kill you? Probably not much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably what he thinks everyone gets.
By the way, that Robin 80th anniversary had some good stories in it.
Did have a couple of good
ones. With Damien and others. Yeah. I didn't think I was going to read it, but I heard somebody that I respect said it was really good. It was Drew Manchu, I think it was. So not somebody I respect, but a person that I know.
You don't respect me?
I don't remember you talking about it. Sorry.
I don't know. You in the chat. I said something about last week that there were a couple of good stories in it. So
yeah, I got the Frank Miller cover because I like Carrie Kelly.
She's awesome.
So yeah, she's cool.
There was not
a story about her because Lord knows
story in it though. She was the only Robin that didn't get a story.
Nothing. She got a little pin up.
Spoiler. What's her name? The other blonde Robin girl. Spoiler.
Brown.
Yeah.
Oh, the one Mitch Gerrits likes to draw when I request Barbara Gordon.
Yes, that one.
Wow. Sam I Am says Liefeld does have some nice covers. And I was curious, what's everybody's favorite Liefeld cover? What's the greatest? Not the most comedic.
The greatest is the Captain America cover. It's the greatest.
I don't think I'm still arguing that I've never seen it as a cover. Either it's a fold out like a poster inside a comic, or it's an interior page. I've searched for it. I've never seen a trade dress with it. I've never. It's always just the image, like the drawn out. And now there is a cover where he is turned sideways and he's looking a little. But there's a whole bunch of other people around him, and it's not that image, the one that everybody goes to.
Yeah.
I don't think it's an actual cover, that image. It's amazing, and it's phenomenal.
I've heard that it's not an actual cover, which is kind of weird because it's just so accepted as one.
Exactly. I would love it if somebody knew the actual issue and was able to say it is this issue, because I've searched for it, and I don't think it's an actual cover. I think it's a poster that was in an issue or something. A promotional something or other. See, Dollarman says New Mutants 98 is his favorite, and I think I grew up with 80. I always loved Cable, so I loved New Mutants 87. That was always that like all the faces in little circles, no feet, just faces.
New Mutants 98 is one of my least favorite covers of all time. I think everything about that cover is terrible. Every single thing. No offense. First of all, your eye is drawn to Gideon first.
Which is weird,
yeah. So first appearance of Gideon, congratulations.
It is
the way he drew Deadpool was so skinny and so long-legged. He looks like a female. Looks like a woman.
He's very feminine.
And then there's just random people in the background going.
Yeah, it's a weird cover. I'm not a big fan. I do like that it has I don't think it's the worst ever, but I do think it's interesting, and it is nice though when a huge first appearance is bam right there on the cover, like that Poison Ivy or whatever, where you just have that. Okay, wow, there it is. Yeah. Which is why I love the Cable one. For me, 87. I always really thought I've never owned a New Mutants 87. It's always been a book I wanted. I had a 98 forever, and I was always like, I don't really care. I wanted the 87 really bad, and I couldn't. It was always the more expensive book when I was a kid. It was always the one.
Captain America #2.
All right, I'm looking it up right now, brother. Captain America 2. Love you. If you're right on this, Mark, I love you, brother. Captain America 2 Liefeld is what I'm going to type in my search field here. Images.
Yeah, it's not really a great cover. It's just a milestone because of
Gotcha. I thought it was just the boob cover, but it's not.
Here's my favorite.
Let me see.
What the hell is up with her outfit?
Yeah, her armpit is really, really tight.
The arm, the first thing you see is the armpit.
It's like a cat butthole.
You can't not look at the armpit. Look at the cat butthole.
Your eye is drawn right to the.
She's crying. She's having sex with a robot. I don't know what's going on here.
What the heck is going on? That is
why do I have this?
That's what I want to know.
Why I have this.
All right, so here's
this works for crime cover though, so that's good.
It's more like a crime cover. It's a crime. That cover's a crime.
Crying shame.
Most covers by Liefeld are crying shame. So.
I'm just trying to share this one that.
He's just saying it
as a favorite, right?
Least favorite or most favorite. That's just a favorite. It's not the
right. I was going to screen share it so people could see what it looks like.
Yeah.
Chrome tab. Where is it? I think it's
most least fave.
I think it's this one. Yeah, there it is. So you got a giant arm bigger than his head. Look at the shape of the shield in that one. The shield is all wonky and it looks like it's been crushed. I
think I have that. Which one is it?
Issue 2. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. If I do
this, the arm. That is so weird.
Does that help? Yeah, it's an odd. That's an odd one. That's an odd one.
His shoulder. It's like he's got
Yeah, his arm is. It's also detached from his body.
Yeah, it's very odd.
Don't have it. Thank God.
It looks like that. Where the arm was just bulging muscles and there was no actual arm. There was no elbow. There was no elbow.
And Chris Barrett is just shouting out my name, John. He's calling me, John.
Oh, the shield is so. Did you already say the shield is really fucked up on that one?
Right, it looks folded.
It looks like my contact lenses in the morning when it's on my finger.
It totally does. And then it looks like he's about to teabag that lady. He's right on for this woman.
At least twice.
Right. And wait, where's the other half of Nick Fury's eye patch?
Yeah, there's
You didn't finish the eye patch.
Is it just that little line that's going up? Oh, you know what it is? This part right here where my cursor is, that's just his eyebrow. There's a little line right here and a little line right there. Oh,
Maybe he has like a Velcro eyebrow.
You can't see what I'm doing.
very odd.
Yeah, there's two tiny lines that are actually the eye patch. That thing's his eyebrow. I thought it was part of the eye patch. Oops.
It's so bad.
His eyebrow holds it in place.
See, look, we're finishing your show strong.
Thank you, Mark the Cutty Shark, for giving us that cover.
There you go. Seemingly a floating head. Yeah, there you go.
First to draw.
Raphael is the first to draw the brow patch. Red Skull did look cool, Sam. I agree. Red Skull did look cool. But I feel like Red Skull and Two-Face are two very easy characters to draw because there's no like congruity. You can definitely mess it up and it will just look cooler, you know?
Yeah.
So, but for me, it's 87. I've always been a New Mutants 87 fan. That's always been.
What's the Cable one?
Cable just holds a soft spot in my heart. I don't like young Cable.
Yeah.
The Cable they got right now, I'm not so big a fan of.
Right.
You like old grizzled
Yeah.
Cable.
Someone's at
Exactly.
my door. Hold on one second. You guys, I'll mute myself and you guys can do your thing.
Okay. That's fine. Whatever, man. Why is someone at John's door? Nobody should be at anyone's door.
Not right now. Hey, Mark. Or Mike. I said Mark. I was looking at Mark. The Cutty Shark,
Problematic.
and then I said to Mike, hey, Mike.
Unless you're having food delivered. We'll accept that.
So, but, oh, man. So, no, that's, yeah, I don't know.
Should we just end it to screw with John? Like,
Just he comes back on.
welcome back. We're off air now.
You go back.
He was listening to us. Who was at your door and why?
Amazon.
And, oh, we
All
got
right,
an
that's
unboxing.
okay.
Unpromptu unboxing. What do we got here, John?
Oh, this is gonna be like supplies or
JP is
something.
gonna
Right?
love this.
Supplies.
Oh, there you go. That's
Right
coming
there.
on Tuesday.
Dungeon Master's Handbook. That's what I got.
Okay.
Sorry, Player's Handbook for
Player's Handbook. I have one coming Tuesday. It's supposed to be here Tuesday.
There you go. I had to get the 5th edition if we're going to be playing this legit, you know.
Yeah.
So
I have one coming never.
Why are you guys doing that? Because John and myself and Big Will and Alec and several of us are going to have a D&D game going. Online.
yeah, we're going to try to get the first comic community D&D game if we can schedule it right. I've been the one throwing the big wrench into the whole thing.
Well, it's just 1 week where you had multiple things going on. It's not that big a deal.
No, it was just one time. Like, most of my days are free. I didn't realize how many essential workers we have in our community.
I work. Apparently, everyone in my agency is an essential worker. That's what we've been told. So,
That's what we're hearing from a lot of the community.
yeah.
I was super excited when I found out I was essential, and now I'm not excited.
The meme I saw was my boss tells me I'm an essential worker. My paycheck tells me I'm not.
Yeah. I've never been so lonely in my life working for all. I didn't realize how bad I like other people. How much I like other people. Like, I'm always so annoyed with them, and now I'm like, come back.
Yes, John, Comic Book Hunter, and Mike W. Rogers. We play. We're trying to get this working. If it works, we'll try to like expand it a little bit. But this is the test run. It's complicated with all of our schedules.
I was gonna say, it's like with just 5. What we got 5 players and the Dungeon Master, and it's been really hard to get because we haven't actually had one yet. We haven't actually started the game.
I even missed the planning meeting.
John didn't miss the planning meeting.
That was like ridiculous. I was doing something with my girls, and I was like, God, there's something I was supposed to be doing right now. Oops.
John, you missed our planning meeting for Wednesday too.
Oh well, I always miss those.
Yeah.
Planning meetings?
Oh, okay.
You're completely
That says a
nerd.
lot.
You're completely nerd.
Don't worry. We decided this episode you'll barely talk.
I've been nailing it lately.
You're killing it. You're killing it on the barely talking.
Yeah,
John, just react.
I felt like, did you see that? You saw that amazing video that Drew built of just my sign language?
Yes.
So amazing. I realize I do that in a lot of shows because I feel like I don't like people talking over each other, so I just mute myself and I'm like,
Yeah, you're like the two guys on the Muppets who are up in the balcony, right?
Right, exactly. Or I'm the like person who doesn't know sign language, but they're supposed to be doing the sign language during the big speakers moment. Faux sign language.
So yeah, that was me, Dollar Ben, when I was younger. Now I'm like, I want to play.
Yeah, I've never actually seen Dungeons and Dragons played, but I would watch that if you guys are playing it.
Well, so the goal is to like have a first round of kind of like getting our feet wet, and then decide if we want to do the next round live, or how boring it would be to see it live, because it might just be exhausting to watch.
Might be.
Yeah. So, and then part of the thing is there's three of us that have never played that are part of this. So we were thinking the first time there's going to be a lot of explanation going on, that it would be really boring.
Oh, I didn't bring my gear out here. Yes, we're definitely rolling die 20, baby. Yeah, we're gonna get your dice.
It's buried at the moment. It's in the box, but yeah. So
I made 2 characters just in case, because
you made 2?
Well, so it's hard to know because Alec is keeping us a little bit in, out of the.
He hasn't told us what we're doing, so
he does that to us too on Wednesday nights.
And I don't want to you don't want a team where it's like everybody's a barbarian and then like there's nobody to heal anybody and everybody's just running into battle dying. And so you want to even it out. So I made 2 characters that could hey, if we don't have enough of this guy could fill that void.
Yeah. Well, that was part of.
You want an even group a little bit.
Part of the reason I picked what I did ultimately, just in reading, was that it was super versatile. So
yes,
and that was. Although then I read, because they're so versatile, they're really hard to play for new people. I was like, oh,
you went druid, and I was like, hey, you go.
I'm playing a druid, so it's like, oh crap.
The one that was the most user friendly was the ranger. I played ranger a ton. Yeah. Just basically Aragorn from Lord of the Rings. That's basically what
that was where I was
pretty straightforward. You can fight, you can help, you can be a guide, you can be a leader, but you don't have to heal anybody, and you don't have to be the first guy through the door when you're busting in to fight some guys.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah. You're the mid-range guy.
We talked about it, Chris. And we may do it after the first one. And it would be fun to have the chat commenting on what we're doing and how dumb we are.
Right? It could be very entertaining.
Yeah, so, but we want to play one round without doing that just to see how it goes, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah. Yeah, so I made 2 characters. I've sent them both to Alec. I think he likes the first one better, and I do too, but it's going to depend on what everybody else is doing.
We've already seen 3 of them.
I don't look at anybody else's stuff.
Oh, you haven't looked at it? I haven't.
I'm very method, JP. I wanted to go in blind.
Oh, well, I just looked to see what kind of character.
I just am too lazy.
John's like a real actor, okay? He's from way back.
Right? So, no, I was just looking at what class they picked, so I knew whether or not we had any.
I didn't even check that. I was like, you know what? Nobody ever picks this. I picked a class that nobody ever picks, at least in the games I play. So I was like, I'll do that. I'll just be that guy, and then see if they.
So what did you pick? Or are you not going to tell us until?
We'll see if it's the one Alec wants. We still have a week. Thursday.
How about that?
Alex gonna be mad that you picked the most hipster class.
Alex the Dungeon Master.
Actually, I think that's why he liked it. He was like, "Oh, I really like this one. This could really work." The second one I picked was a cleric, which is basically kind of like a healer, like a priest. So I tried to pick one that wasn't really like me, somebody that was super religious and super faithful and had a strict doctrine and not a lot of fun.
So Matt Murdock.
Exactly, the Matt Murdock of the Dungeons and Dragons.
Not a lot of fun. How is it not like you? Oh wait.
See, I knew that joke was coming. I was expecting it from the chat. I thought Chris Barrett would be typing that up while I was speaking. Yeah, so I just wanted somebody that was very different than what I'd normally do. But that was my second pick. Was if we need a healer, I'll be that guy.
Well, I think Barrett just nailed it with his last comment here.
Some comic book hunter.
That's a great point. Because there will be questions in the chat, I think what would ultimately the first session is going to be, we're barely going to get any, depending on how long it lasts, we might get only just a little bit of it done. I mean, when I used to play with my friends, it would be all day. Yeah. You'd sit down, and then you'd come back, a week later, and you'd play another. You'd go all day, and you were just getting through portions of the game at a time.
Yeah. It's a marathon. It's not
because you're constantly having moments where it's like, okay, my character needs to whisper something to the dungeon master because
I'm not sure how we're going to do that.
Texting, I would bet I could text Alex
Instagram,
right?
We'll use
Instagram. Some message, you could send him a message.
Yeah.
because
I'm
it'll
gonna
be
let you guys
long.
figure this out. I've got to. I got to tear down my computer here and move it back upstairs for work tomorrow. So.
All right, later, man.
You look like you're ready to go, though.
I can't. I am. I'm getting there, man. We're getting close. I'm getting ready to lock horns with my boy Jay Hut tomorrow. So.
It's gonna be exciting.
Oh, you're just gonna leave me with the person I have to take on Thursday.
Boom.
Yep. Bye.
Later, man.
Exactly. I haven't done any prep for that either, so I got to start
Oh,
prepping.
none.
So I've got to. I mean, at some point, I got to win one of these freaking things.
Well, one of us will
for
win.
two.
One of us has to finally win.
Right? Hey, that's a good way to look at it, right? It's a loser's bracket. We're in the loser's bracket.
Technically, I have one, but it was a one book thing. Like I beat Kenny the one time, but it was like a one book thing. So that doesn't really I don't really count that.
Well, and then I'm playing the next night if they have it. If they host it again, I'm on the hunt on Friday night. Going for my 4-peat.
4-peat. So, what is the theme, or can you tell yet?
I'm supposed to announce tomorrow, but it's fine. We're here. It's Liefeld cover.
Is it really?
That's why I was asking the chat. I was curious. So I'm really throwing a curveball at Stay Puft because I'm going against Stay Puft, I think. So,
nice.
Like, you find yourself your favorite Liefeld cover, and then you got to buy it. Like, you got to be able to buy it in the next. Yeah. He's got only 5 days to buy it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So yeah, I picked Liefeld cover, but you show 5 books, so I only get an advantage on one of them. The other 4, if he wins 3 out of 4, it doesn't really matter. Picked Liefeld. Smart man says Chris Barrett. Yeah, I went off the rails a little bit. I was like, hey, if I can win with Liefeld cover, I can win with anything.
No wonder you've been looking for that Captain America everywhere.
I was genuinely like, if that's a cover, that's the only thing that can actually beat me. But I don't think it is an actual cover. So I've been learning a lot about Liefeld this week.
Things you didn't want to know.
Right? Way more than I thought I would ever know about Rob Liefeld art.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I wanted something different, something off the wall. Plus, I knew I had an in for a book that I wanted to get, so I was like, okay, that will work for this. And I have 2 boxes arriving this week. Plus, I've got 2 books all ready to go that I've already read this week. So I've got a good shot, I think, at my 4th win there. Even though I was an 0-2 loser on the hunt for the longest time. I played without a cover the first time.
Yeah, I remember the coverless book.
I played with a coverless book because it was free and it was the hunt. It wasn't the cover champ, right? I was like, hey, this book cost me nothing and it's a Fantastic Four key. Like, how do you argue that that's not the best hunt move? But
because it doesn't have a cover. There's a reason it was free.
I got a couple of votes. People who saw the move was strong. It was a strong move. So then I came back the next time I played, and I bought that same book but with a cover, and I played it again.
I don't think I saw that one. I think I missed that.
That was my second time on the hunt, and I lost that one as well, of course. But I was proud of the move. And then now they've invited me to play the cover championship, and I've won 3-0 there, so I'm 3-2 on the.
So at some point, are you like, I need to lose so that I don't have to keep doing this every 2 weeks?
Tony said that 4 wins and you're eligible for the Hall of Fame. So I'm going to win this and then maybe be like, I'm good. I'll take
the hobby and retire.
I'll take my chances in the Hall.
Walk away like the Don Dada to retire the champion.
Yeah, I don't know how many more books I got coming after this because I'm on spend freeze right now. This was a big spend 2 weeks here. Getting ready for everything and buying a ton of trades.
I got a bunch of trades on the way.
Oh man, I read through the first 2 of Southern Bastards this morning. That was amazing.
Nice.
Jason Aaron's.
I've never picked those up. I need to at some point. I've just never done it.
It's really good. Of course, I read the first 2 of Descender. I read the first 2 of East of West. So a lot of image. Reading a lot of image. If you win, John, are you going to buy us all Impossible Whoppers? What is an Impossible Whopper?
I have no idea.
Is that a candy or a burger? I can't decide. Because Whoppers are both, right? There's a
Whopper candy and there's a protein. So I don't know.
Yeah, my goal is to win 4 and then be like, okay, I don't know that I can play anymore. Although I do have a box that should arrive after Friday, so that would make it, I guess, eligible for the following week. Stuff that I paid for a month ago, but I've been waiting to ship because the guy was like, "Hey, a few more books and you can fill this box." So I'd buy one here, I'd buy one there, and he hasn't shipped it yet, as far as I know.
Yeah.
So that one might come after Friday, and then I could use it for the following week. Who knows?
Oh,
I don't know.
yeah.
He's buying us all a Lexus. Oh my god! Holy cow!
Like the Matchbox Lexus.
When we're offline, I'll show JP the books that I've got so far.
Oh, nice.
I got a DC book he might appreciate.
All right, show's over.
Yeah, right. And then I got a book that was on my 2020 list. So
did you see, John? Were you in here when I showed my books? I'm going to send to DS.
To get pressed.
Yeah, to get pressed.
Yes, I saw the Catwoman. I saw the.
So I'll show it again.
I'm not gonna remember. Was it the Poison Ivy? No, I can't remember.
Well, I'm gonna send the Slab, Catwoman, Lois Lane 70, and the Slab 181.
Right.
That were A-OK to me because both guys are like, you should clean and press these, and so I'm gonna send both of those and get those pressed.
Nice.
So they can get into new plastic coffins. I'm using that, so DJ's gonna like.
He was hilarious, man.
And then sending my original copy of this.
Nice.
I don't think it won't be a 9.8, but
you were showing some other ones. You were like, this could be a 9.6, but it's still worth it at the price that you paid for it and what you.
Which was cover.
Right.
So, and it's a book that'll never leave my collection. This is one I think is a 9.6. That's
a 1 in 25. You said.
Yeah, that's the 1 in 25. So, and that's the first Dr. Afra, which I think they're going to use at some point. So, this is a flip book.
That's a huge book, yeah. Because what does that book run for in a 9.8? Do you know?
Oh, like right now, like $100.
Oh,
so,
I thought was that not her first appearance? I thought
it's her second cameo.
Oh, second cameo.
The second print of that is the one where she's on the cover. That's the huge book.
Right. Okay.
But I figure like literally I got $10 in it. So
hey,
and when I know it'll go for more than $100 when the show comes.
Oh, absolutely.
So and then
Dr. Afra. No, Dr. Afra. There you go. You said that's a 9.6. You think?
I think with the press, I think it's got a shot at a 9.6.
Nice.
So.
Yeah. Apparently, I got to talk to is it Sam I Am or somebody about trading for mine.
Yeah. No, that was Dollar Ben was what
trade mine at some point or sell mine.
Yeah.
It's on the trading block.
My recent pickup, my ASM25, my ASM31.
That's a great book, yeah.
Those are both going. And then this is obviously that book. I picked up another copy to like turn this one. We'll see if it does as well as I hope. And then
you're going to sell that one?
Yeah, that one's going to be sold. And then
talk to me when you come around that time because by then I'll probably be ready to think about it.
So and then this is my A-OK from Big Will that I'm going to get slabbed. So
nice.
I think this is probably like a 9, but hey, I'll take it.
Right.
So that is the stack. I'm going to send those to DS this week. I aimed to get that done today, but it was nice. And instead I get them all packed up today, but it was nice. So I went out and got my garden, got potatoes in the ground and lettuce in the ground and and early stuff all done. And so I did that instead.
We just sat around and watched movies all day. We were taking it super lazy. The girls got to see Edward Scissorhands for the first time. Which I had not seen Edward Scissorhands in years, and I forgot how good that was.
Yeah, it's been forever since I've seen that. Probably like right after it came out. It's probably the only time I've ever seen it.
Oh, it's a great movie. The music by Elfman is fire. It's so good. Just gets you right in the heart every time. And Depp is hilarious. The whole image of suburbia is spot on. Just so amazing. The houses and Alan Arkin and the ladies with their fashionable hairstyle and the gossip at the street corner. The whole thing is just amazing modern fairy tale stuff. Charlie did not care for it, the ending, and was very upset. Not happy with that with what happened to poor Edward.
Yeah. So
very mad at the suburbanites.
What kind of movie is this?
Oh man. It was like Kate when we were watching Infinity War or something when she was like, "Why did you make me watch this movie?"
No, just make it another one. It'll be okay.
I was like, I'm not going to explain this one.
So, have you made either of them watch Old Yeller yet? Or, have you done that to them?
What's that?
You're going to make them watch Old Yeller next? And
Where the red fern grows.
Where the red fern grows, there you go.
Any movie where there's a potential injury to an animal is not going to go over with my youngest at all. So that is not going to be acceptable.
Yeah.
Yeah. She would way rather watch like Die Hard and be like, yeah, sure, kill that guy, kill that terrorist. I don't care. If there was a dog in harm's way, she'd be like, no, hey, back off. This is not funny.
So she's not a big fan of John Wick, the John Wick movie,
right? She's actually, she would be like, kill all them guys, John Wick, you deserve it. Kill the world, kill them all.
See, now they're throwing out all the sad dog movies.
Right. Don't do this to Charlie. She would not. She's got too much love for animals in her world. Yeah. They are paramount. So Charlie is animals, and then like way down here is like any other people. Down here.
Yeah, all animals and people.
I did say I went through all my DVDs and pulled out a whole bunch of movies that I thought, okay, maybe now my girls might be old enough for these. Maybe they're like right on the cusp of some of these. I won't traumatize them if they watch X, Y, or Z. Yeah. So my wife and I are kind of like, okay, we're going to be home for another month. Like, what can we start entertaining ourselves with? We're not going to want to watch Frozen 2 the entire time.
Hey, Weapon X.
So
and thanks for the sub. So I just got the alert that you subbed to me. So thank you, sir.
So it was just a matter of like, okay, well, what can we watch? So it was, we did that one, and then we did Overboard with Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn.
Oh my gosh, I haven't seen that in forever either.
That was hilarious. Oh my gosh, I forget. But just like we watched Big, like 5-6 days ago, there's a couple of moments that haven't aged well.
Yeah.
Obviously, when Russell sleeps with Goldie Hawn, you really just that's a whole other layer of like lying going on there with that moment. And same with when Tom Hanks sleeps with the lady, and you're like, he's 11. That moment doesn't play very well. I mean, as a kid, it didn't bother me, but as an adult, I'm now looking back going, it was not so good.
Not so great to show my daughters.
Chris Barrett. My girls have seen all the Star Wars movies, every single one of them. They've never missed a Star Wars movie, and they love The Mandalorian. So they're clearly not my kids. They've seen them all. They don't much care for the original. The prequels. They're not big fans. They like Rey. They like Force Awakens, even though Han,
Yeah.
They did not like Rogue One. Way too sad. So
Thank you.
Fans. Dave Maris, oh man. I'm looking forward to hanging with you, Dave Maris, on Thursday. Sorry I was such a
you're gonna get to hang out with Dave Maris?
No, isn't he? He's in our group on Thursday. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You're gonna hang out with him too.
I was thinking like in person. I don't know.
Come on, JP. You and I are the ones that are most excited for this right now.
I don't know. I think Big Will's pretty excited.
I'm so amped for this, man. I haven't played this in years. I've been looking forward to this like nobody's business.
When I was younger, like I turned down opportunities to play because I was too cool for D&D.
I was never. I didn't play sport. My brothers played sports. I didn't play sports. I did theater in high school. I was a theater nerd in high school. I did not want sports. I wanted Dungeons and Dragons.
So I was like this weird thing because I didn't fit anywhere in high school because I was the athlete that liked all the nerdy stuff. So like I kind of hung out with the other athletes and I kind of hung out with the nerds and like, but I never committed.
The line, right?
Like I was walking the line instead of like committing to the stuff I really liked. So, and then
I made no commitments to popularity and coolness.
I shouldn't have because I wasn't popular.
I only played sports where there was no weight put on me to like keep the team ahead. So like I do track and field, and like, hey, if I screwed up that long jump, it's just me that it messed up. It didn't mess up anybody else. I'll do cross country, and if I come in last, hey, who cares? I come in last. I was already skinny, and I looked like a cross country runner just naturally.
Yeah, I was golf.
We've got half of our. We got almost our whole team here. If we
Where are
see
you going now?
Big Will in here, we just need Alec.
Send them the link. There, let's do it right now.
We're gonna look. I got my dice.
Yeah.
Yahtzee.
Yeah.
Wait, wrong game. Oh, that would have been amazing. I would have had a 17 on one of my scores here. God.
Nice.
I did not roll.
I did not roll well.
I didn't roll. I think I rolled a 15.
Yeah, I did roll a 15.
But I rolled a 9. I was like,
I rolled an 8 and a 9 were my first two numbers I rolled. And I was like, oh no.
You should stop yourself. Those are warm-ups.
And then I rolled 2 12s, a 14, and a 15, I think.
My buddy used to say if I rolled 2 1s of my 4 dice, that I was allowed to re-roll if I wanted.
Oh, okay.
So if I had 2 6s and a 1, it would be 13. That's not bad. But otherwise, I was allowed 2 1s negated the roll, and you could do it again.
Okay.
That was his.
My 8, I had 2 1s.
that was his thing. He was like, yeah, you can roll again. It's fine. He didn't want you to start off like in complete, failure mode.
Yeah, so I don't know that I distributed them right, but I used my race bonuses to get it all to reasonable.
It makes a difference. Nothing amazing but a 15, 14, 12s, and a 10. Nice daymares. Hey, I made 2 characters daymares, and each of them had a single digit number. So
I had 2 single digit numbers, but I used my bumps
to just
in the 10.
See, I just dropped those in the one category I don't need. So for the cleric, I was like, he doesn't need to be charismatic. Right? I don't need that.
Yeah, I don't know that I picked the right ones to put them in, but yeah, I just my bottom 2 numbers are 10s. I have a couple of 12s.
Like a wizard, you don't need strength. You drop that in the low number in strength, and you keep the high numbers in the intelligence where he can do more of his.
Yeah, I think I probably screwed up because as a druid, which I didn't really realize when I was putting the numbers, you could turn into the animal, and then you take the animal strength numbers.
I think isn't dexterity more important for a druid though? I thought
wisdom and wisdom and constitution or whatever.
Oh yeah, because that's your health keeping you alive. Yeah.
So,
and that's the other thing for a wizard. You drop constitution, you drop strength, you throw it all on the other side, and you're okay.
Yeah.
You don't need charisma either as a wizard. You can drop all that stuff and just try to stay alive.
So.
Nice. Okay. I went with a bard and an intelligence of 10. Oh, he's a bard? Oh no, barbarian.
He's a barbarian.
And he dropped. Yeah, a barbarian doesn't need intelligence, right?
You try to go and whack people.
Well, that's the whole point. You need your Conan, your thug, right? And that's the thing. I didn't know if we would have a thug or a healer, so I was like, okay, what do I pick? I did my second guy as a healer just in case we needed.
Well, we got
damn nerds. Look at Chris Barrett. He's like, what the heck did this show become? John gets a Dungeons and Dragons manual in the middle of the
show. What does it say underneath me? Whatever. That's what my Sunday shows are. Whatever.
Whatevs, totes whatevs.
So, yeah, right now I think we have. Although I know you didn't really want to know, but I picked a druid. Big Will picked a rogue. Daymare's picked a barbarian. Is what I know of.
I figured Big Will would be somebody that would gank you when you weren't looking, stab you in the back. All right, I picked a bard, which is basically the guy who gets drunk and plays music to make everybody happy. So that's I think that's me. I can play that guy. I can play.
Yeah, you can totally be the bard.
That's the character I'm hoping to do.
You can do it.
He's a bard. And if we have a healer and a tank, it doesn't really matter after that. Everybody plays their
bard. Technically, I can heal.
I've never played a bard. I thought, you know what? I want to be the guy that wants to get drunk and sing songs in the pub, and that's what I'm going to be doing. That's what I'm going to be doing the whole time. He's going to get diced today, but the governor closed the bookshop. Big Will, you can Amazon that stuff. It'll come overnight. It'll come overnight. Yeah. I ordered this yesterday and arrived today.
How did you get it? I ordered mine yesterday, I ordered mine Friday, and I'm going to get it until Tuesday.
It's where I am. Clearly, there's a warehouse nearby that had it, and they were they basically just were ready to drop it in the drone in my backyard. So, John, you're an Irishman, basically, yeah. So I'm planning on being the guy that just, when you guys go into battle and you need more encouragement, I'm just gonna be off to the side,
playing the guitar. So, John is actually playing himself, except this person can sing.
Not doing anything useful. just in the background playing music to encourage you.
That's what I mean. This one can sing. Yeah, that's the difference.
When Daymare takes out the bad guy, I can give him the golf clap. Wonderful job. Let's go drink and be merry.
Yeah, let's go to drink.
Thug life is important in Dungeons and Dragons, right? Yeah, so I did a bard. I'm excited by that character. I think it could be very entertaining.
That would be fun. Like,
I feel inspired already.
so now I kind of know what everyone is except for Mystic Flame. So yeah,
A track field D&D guy that became a teacher and somehow lives in California with 2 great kids, a wife, and a house, and a great collection of comics. Well, have I done it all wrong? Patrick Wall, that's hilarious.
yeah.
I just, my dad always said I was never afraid to be different than everybody else. And I was always the guy. I looked at what my brothers were doing and I was like, yeah, that's not for me. Pull a Biggie Shack and just pull drinks. That's my plan. There's a lot of drinking and making merry. I'm going to be the guy that's like
fully in character.
His guy is going to be all about nature and being in the wild, and I'm going to be like, "Where's the next town?" Drunk. Yeah, that's going to be me. I'm going to be the guy that's like, "We need a new pub. Come on, let's keep moving. Pub." That's
no. I don't know. We'll see how it works. The druid may have been a poor choice on my part.
I like druids. Druids are fun.
Yeah.
You get a little bit of magic, you get a little fighting, you get a little bit of everything.
That was kind of what I was like, because I got to decide which way I wanted to go. I didn't want to do, well, I knew Big Will was doing a rogue, and I didn't want to do a barbarian, or like a straight just warrior. And I debated on like a wizard or a sorcerer, and I debated on a ranger.
Rangers, I will say, like, if you ever do it again, it's a fun, easy build to play. There's nothing complicated. You can make it whatever you want. There's a little bit of magic, but it's mostly just like understanding basic weapons, bow and arrow, sword, whatever. You can make it work and be kind of fun. It's Aragorn, you know?
Yeah.
You can become the king. You can become the vagabond in the pub. You can be whatever. They're all Aragorn, right? Already chose chaotic neutral. Okay. He's the rogue. Yeah, chaotic neutral. That's a rogue.
That's perfectly correct. Yeah.
My cleric that I picked is definitely like the rule. My cleric and my bard would not get along well. One of them's like, "Where's the pub?" and the other one's like, "Where's the church?"
Yeah.
2 sides of my personality.
They were.
John's gonna die of cirrhosis of the liver. Well, no, my character might die of cirrhosis. This is the fun of playing this game. You get to be somebody you're not, right? I can take my personality to another level.
I was going to say, except you pick someone you are just a little more extreme.
I have no musical talent whatsoever.
That's what I mean.
I happily sing at the drop of a hat. My students will tell you that, like, I'll just burst into random songs.
So yeah, you pick yourself with more talent. That's what you're saying.
Exactly. But still just as useless. Yeah, he's been a fun character to kind of look at and think, okay, how do I want to make this work? What do I want to do? How am I going to be useful in a fight? How am I going to be useful getting out of a fight?
Is there a poet, warrior, magic, samurai? There's probably something pretty close to that you could make.
I am definitely poet warrior, I guess you could say. I'm not going to be like the guy. I'm not going to be like Daymare running in like the barbarian. But I'm the guy. I'm like Samwise Gamgee. I'll hit you with the frying pan when you're not looking. The name like Jameson, you're a predisposition for liver issues. There you go.
All right.
I'm looking for
going for an hour. I'm going to wrap this up and end this whatever stream. So I want to thank everybody for hanging out for a little bit on a Sunday night. I hope you guys we killed a little bit of your quarantine time if you're all under house arrest.
Definitely.
And we will catch you next time. Later, everybody.